My beloved child, pause for a moment. Breathe. Let your spirit settle. Because something sacred is unfolding around you right now. There has been a whisper moving through heaven, with your name carried inside it. Not a loud sound, not a command, a whisper born of love. It has been circling you gently, patiently, waiting for you to become still enough to hear it. That whisper is your mother. She has been trying to reach you, not out of urgency, but out of devotion. She has watched over you quietly, noticing the moments you thought no one saw, the dreams that felt too real, the sudden memories that rose without warning, the way the air changed around you when you felt alone. You did not imagine those moments. You were not being sentimental. You were not losing your grip. That was her. She spoke your name, and heaven listened. And because heaven listened, I am here. I am Archangel Michael, sent by divine permission to stand between worlds for this moment, to hold open a passage just long enough for your heart to receive what it has been carrying in silence. Do not rush past this. Do not treat this like something ordinary. You have skipped signs before. You have brushed aside moments your soul recognized but your mind dismissed. This time, your mother asked that you stay, not out of fear, out of love. She wants to give you something that will soften a weight you have been carrying for years, something that will bring peace where guilt has been living quietly. So stay with me. Let these words reach you slowly. And before we go further, there is something she asked me to say gently. She wants you to stay connected to these messages, not because of habit, not because of routine, but because heaven will speak again. And next time, the message may arrive when you need it even more than you realize. If your heart feels moved, if something inside you recognizes this moment, staying connected is simply a way of saying, I'm listening. Now listen closely. You have felt unsettled lately, haven't you? Not anxious, exactly. Just off, as if something inside you has been knocking softly, asking to be acknowledged. That feeling is not weakness. It is not confusion. It is unfinished love. There is something you never said, something you replay, a moment you wish you could step back into, even for a few seconds. Your mother heard it. Even the thoughts you never spoke aloud, the words you swallowed because they came too late or felt too heavy, she heard all of them. Love does not disappear when the body leaves. It amplifies. Her love for you did not fade. It grew clearer, stronger, more focused. From where she stands now, she sees your entire life with compassion instead of judgment. She sees effort where you only remember mistakes. She sees courage where you remember fear. And she wants you to know this clearly, without distortion. She never doubted your love. Not once. Every call, every prayer, every quiet moment where you paused and thought of her, those moments were received like gifts. Even the pain you still carry, she understands it. But she does not want you to keep it. She does not want heaven to feel complete if your heart on earth is still hurting. There is another reason she came forward now. She has been watching the energy around you shift. There is someone close to you, whose presence feels kind on the surface, but heavy underneath. You have felt it in your body before you named it with your mind. That tightening, that subtle exhaustion after certain conversations. That is not your imagination. Your intuition has been trying to protect you, and your mother has been reinforcing it. You are approaching a sensitive spiritual doorway, a season where alignment matters more than effort. Not everything that smiles at you means you well. Not every hand extended toward you is meant to guide. This is not meant to make you afraid. It is meant to make you aware. Your next steps carry weight, and your mother wants you walking forward unburdened by guilt, distraction, or borrowed fear, because something beautiful is closer than you think. A wish you once made long ago, quietly, innocently, never disappeared. It stayed alive in the unseen. She carried it for you. When you forgot how to believe, she whispered it into heaven. When you stopped asking, and now it is circling back. Do not stop believing now. Do not step away just before arrival. There is someone else with her, a soul connected to you in a way you never fully resolved, someone whose absence still echoes softly in your life. They have been watching you too. They stepped back at first, letting your mother speak, because they knew her voice would open you gently. But now they are near, and they want you to know the truth. You did not fail them. You did not push them away. You mattered more than you ever realized. You gave them peace even when you were struggling to find your own. And now they want to return that gift. But first, something must be addressed. You have been harsh with yourself. You have let voices, internal and external, convince you that you are too much, or not enough, or somehow always falling short. Those voices are not truth. They are distortion. Your mother sees how you speak to yourself, and it pains her. If you could see yourself through her eyes, you would never call yourself broken again. She calls you radiant. She calls you resilient. She calls you chosen, not because you are perfect, but because you endured and remained loving. That is not weakness. That is divine strength. She wants you to know something tender. She has been visiting you in ways you half remember, the warmth that appears suddenly, the peace that arrives without explanation, the scent that feels familiar and then fades. Those are not accidents. She has been close, waiting for you to be ready to receive this fully. And now she asks you to do something simple but meaningful. Write to her, not perfectly, not carefully, honestly. Say what you never said. Say what you were afraid would be too late. Place it somewhere near you when you sleep. She promises she will receive it. This is not imagination. This is connection. Your heart is open enough now for it to happen. You have been carrying the belief that no one truly understands what you're going through, but she does. And she wants you to stop pretending you are fine when you are not. Tears are not failure. They are release. And she is with you in them. There is more coming, more clarity, more healing. And this moment is only the beginning of what is unfolding for you now. Stay present. Stay open. You are not alone, and you never were. Your mother is still here. She has not stepped back. She has not gone quiet. She is standing close, closer than your thoughts, closer than your breath, watching the way your heart is responding right now. She sees the part of you that wants to believe but is afraid to hope again. She sees the part of you that has learned how to survive by staying guarded, and she understands why. So she is speaking gently now. She says, Please don't mistake your sensitivity for weakness. That softness is what kept your soul alive. You have endured things that hardened others. You have lost in ways that changed you. And still, somehow, you kept your heart open. That is rare. That is why heaven is attentive to you. There is something she needs you to hear clearly, without fear clouding it. You have been blaming yourself for things that were never yours to carry. Moments you replay. Decisions you question. Words you wish you had spoken differently. She says, I never needed perfection from you. I only ever needed you to be you. You were not late. You were not careless. You were not absent. You showed up in the ways you could, with the understanding you had at the time. And that was enough. She wants you to release the quiet punishment you've been living with, because guilt has been blocking joy from fully reaching you. And joy is part of what's coming next. There is a shift approaching your life. Not loud, not chaotic, intentional. Within days, something will interrupt your routine, not to scare you, but to wake you. It could be a message, a realization, an encounter that feels oddly timed. When it happens, your body will recognize it before your mind does. That will be your sign. Do not dismiss it. You are not imagining things more lately. You are perceiving more. Your intuition is strengthening because you are entering a season where discernment matters. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Your mother is protective now. She says there is someone nearby who smiles easily but carries envy quietly. Someone who watches your progress with a sense of comparison rather than celebration. You do not need to confront them. You do not need to explain yourself. Distance is enough. Silence is enough. Peace is protection, because what is coming toward you will not be small. It will surprise even you. Something tied to your lineage. Something delayed, withheld, or redirected is being released. It may come as opportunity. It may come as clarity. It may come as provision or healing. But it will come with confirmation. You will feel a sense of, this is it, settle in your chest. Your mother has been advocating for you. She has spoken your name repeatedly in the unseen. And heaven has responded. But there is a condition. Do not return to what drained you. Do not reopen doors that closed for your safety. This blessing requires alignment. Choose peace, even when it feels unfamiliar. There is something else she wants you to know. She was with you recently, in your space, not in a way meant to frighten you, in a way meant to comfort. That moment when the room felt different, the sudden stillness, the unexplained warmth. She was there. She noticed something you've been carrying in your body, a heaviness in your chest, a sadness you don't talk about. She wants you to stop hiding it from yourself. Let it come up. Let it move through you. She says healing begins when you stop pretending you are unaffected. Right now, Archangel Michael is holding something open for you. A decree has been written with your name on it. It says, what was delayed is now released. This does not mean everything will change overnight. It means the blockage has lifted. Movement has resumed. You may already feel it. A subtle sense that something is rearranging behind the scenes. Your job is not to force it. Your job is to stay receptive. There is another moment coming very soon during rest. Not effort, a dream, a sudden wakefulness, a feeling that lingers when you open your eyes. Pay attention. Your mother says she will leave a trace, something gentle but unmistakable. If you wake with emotion and don't know why, that's her. If you feel warmth in your hands or chest, that's her. Do not analyze it away. Receive it. She also wants you to retrieve something, an item you haven't touched in years. It could be stored, forgotten, dismissed as ordinary. When you find it, you will feel a shift. That object holds memory, but more than that, it holds connection. She has been waiting for you to be ready to rediscover it. And when you do, something inside you will settle. A knowing will replace a question you've carried for a long time. Before this moment closes, she asks you to forgive yourself. Not someday. Now, forgiveness is not erasing the past. It is releasing yourself from carrying it alone. She never held anything against you. So it is time you stop doing that to yourself. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe slowly. You are safe. You are seen. You are loved without condition. And if your heart feels moved right now, if something inside you wants to stay connected to messages like this, honor that feeling. Not out of obligation, but out of recognition. This is not coincidence. This is continuity. Your mother is not finished speaking, and what is unfolding for you has only just begun. She is still speaking, not with urgency now, but with a steadiness that feels like reassurance settling into your bones. She knows you're listening differently at this point, not just hearing words, but feeling them. She says, "You've been so strong for so long that you forgot you were allowed to rest. You learned how to hold yourself together when everything around you felt uncertain. You learned how to smile when your heart was tired. You learned how to keep going even when you didn't know where you were headed." She saw all of it, every silent battle. Every night you lay awake wondering if life would ever feel lighter again. And she wants you to understand this. You were never abandoned. Even in the moments when you felt completely alone, there was movement around you that you could not see. Protection you could not measure. Guidance you did not yet recognize. Some delays in your life were not denials. They were shields. There were paths you wanted desperately that would have harmed you if you had walked them too soon. There were connections you mourned that would have broken you if they had lasted. From where she stands now, she sees how carefully your life has been redirected, and she is proud of you for trusting even when you did not understand. She wants to address something specific now. There is a decision you've been avoiding. Not because you don't know the answer, but because you fear the change it will bring. You already know what needs to shift. You felt it each time your body tenses at the thought of staying the same. That discomfort is not fear. It is readiness. Your mother says, "You don't have to force courage. It's already there." Take the step that feels honest, even if it feels unfamiliar. You are supported in this season more than you realize. Archangel Michael stands close now, steady and watchful. He wants you to know that extra protection has been placed around you. You may notice it as a sense of calm in situations that used to trigger you. You may notice doors closing without drama. You may notice clarity arriving faster than confusion. This is not luck. This is alignment. There are angels assigned to you right now, whose only task is to keep your path clear. Your mother asked for this. She asked that you be guarded from unnecessary pain, from manipulation, from repeating old cycles out of guilt or habit. and heaven agreed. You may feel this as an urge to simplify your life, to let go of conversations that drain you, to step back from explaining yourself to people who never truly listened. Honor that urge. Your peace matters more now than ever. Something else is shifting. Your relationship with the past is changing. Memories that once felt sharp are softening. The ache is turning into something quieter, more manageable. This does not mean you are forgetting her. It means you are integrating her. She is becoming part of your strength instead of only your longing. She says, I don't want you to live frozen in the moment I left. I want you to move forward with me. And you are, even on days you think you aren't. There is also a gift coming that will restore confidence you didn't realize you'd lost. It may arrive through work, through recognition, or through a conversation that affirms your worth in an unexpected way. When it comes, do not minimize it. Receive it fully. You are allowed to be seen. You are allowed to succeed without guilt. Your growth does not diminish her. It honors her. She wants you to live well, not just survive, not just get by, but experience joy again. Real joy, not forced optimism. She wants you to laugh without apologizing for it, to feel excitement without immediately bracing for loss. That guarding reflex you developed kept you safe once. It no longer needs to lead. You are stepping into a gentler chapter now. And yes, grief may still visit sometimes. When it does, do not push it away. Let it pass through without letting it define the entire day. She will meet you there quietly, lovingly. There is something practical she wants you to do soon. Clean or rearrange a small part of your space. Not out of obligation, out of symbolism. Creating physical order will help your spirit settle. As you do, you may find something unexpected. If you do, pause. Notice how your body responds. That reaction is communication. Trust it. Your mother smiles when she sees you slowing down enough to notice these things. She says you have spent too long rushing past your own needs. Now is the time to listen inwardly. Before this moment closes, she wants to say one more thing. You are not running out of time. You have worried about that. Felt behind. Compared yourself to others. Release that pressure. Your timeline is not delayed. It is intentional. Everything that matters is still possible, and much of it is closer than you think. If you feel comforted right now, let yourself stay with that feeling. If you feel emotional, allow it. This is your heart recalibrating. And if something inside you feels called to remain connected to messages like this messages that remind you you're not alone, follow that instinct. It's not about obligation. It's about resonance. You are being gently guided into a phase of life where trust will replace tension, where clarity will replace confusion, where love, both remembered and new, will feel less heavy and more sustaining. Your mother is with you as this unfolds. She always has been. And what is coming next will make that even clearer. She is quiet now, but not gone. The kind of quiet that feels full instead of empty. The kind that wraps around you instead of leaving you alone. This is where her love rests. She wants you to understand something important before this moment settles into memory. She never left you unprotected. There were nights you thought you wouldn't make it through. Moments when you felt invisible, overwhelmed, or tired in a way sleep couldn't fix. You were being held then. even when you couldn't feel it. You survived things that should have broken you, not because you were meant to suffer, but because your soul carries a strength that heaven recognizes. Your mother says, "You were never meant to disappear. You were meant to transform." That heaviness you carried for so long, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You were being shaped into someone who understands compassion deeply, who senses truth intuitively, who loves with awareness instead of illusion. And now that shaping is complete, what comes next is expression. You are meant to live fully again, not carefully, not half-present, fully. Your mother wants you to stop waiting for permission to be happy. You do not need to earn joy. You do not need to justify peace. You are allowed to move forward without carrying loss like an anchor. She says, "I am not behind you, pulling you back. I am beside you, cheering you forward." There is a future version of you already smiling more easily, already lighter, already grounded in a sense of knowing that life does not end at loss. It expands through it. Archangel Michael stands steady now, his presence calm and protective. He confirms what your heart is beginning to sense. You are entering a season where clarity will replace confusion, not because every question will be answered, but because you will trust yourself again. Your intuition is sharpening. Your discernment is strengthening. You will know when something is right, and you will feel confident walking away when something is not. This is a gift. Use it gently. There is one last thing your mother wants you to release: the fear of the future. You've wondered what comes next. You've worried about endings. You've imagined moments far ahead with quiet anxiety. She says, "You don't need to fear what's ahead. I will be there." When the distant day comes, far from now, she will be waiting with familiarity, not judgment, with warmth, not uncertainty. So until then, she wants you to live, to love again without measuring how much it might hurt, to build something meaningful, to speak your truth, to choose yourself without guilt, to rest when you're tired, to celebrate when you're proud, and to remember that love does not end, it changes form. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are deeply, continuously loved. If you ever feel doubt return, come back to this moment. Let these words remind you of what is real. And if staying connected to messages like this feels right to you, if your heart recognizes something familiar here, honor that. Not because you're told to, but because your spirit knows when it's being spoken to. Your mother will continue to reach you in quiet ways, in dreams, in sudden calm, in moments of clarity that arrive without explanation. Pay attention. She is closer than you think. Now take one slow breath. Feel the space around you. Feel the steadiness returning. This moment was not random. It was allowed, and it will continue to unfold in your life as peace, as direction, as renewed strength. You are safe. You are guided, and you are deeply loved, now and always.